Hey, this is Scaly. Recently, Random DCE asked our opinions on Transformers Animated. So, here's my response. Now, about 6 months ago, we got the promotional art for Optimus Prime. And most people, even me, I was a little bit skeptical because it looked a little different. I wasn't really used to it, but I was still pretty open-minded about it. Like the movie, which was a pretty decent hit, actually, if you really think about it. It was a really big hit, actually. It was a style that was truly outrageous. But when it came right to it, it's really hard to make an opinion on something until you see it in motion, acting within a storyline. It's pretty much the same deal here. We're into Season 2, and while it seemed to stumble a bit at the beginning of Season 1, Transformers Animated has definitely picked up the torch that the Unicron trilogy has dropped in many ways. Most episodes are right on the mark, the characters are just superb in so many ways, and the fan wanking. My god, the fan wanking. I love it. The things I've liked the most so far, the voice cast is just great. Megatron just makes me happy in my pants every time I hear him. He's perfect. Ratchet is really becoming one of my favorites. The cranky old man thing it works so nicely and the voice is great. David Kaye is giving us a very cool Prime, a breath of fresh air, kind of like Primal was during the Beast era. Prowl, Blitzling, Lugnut, I love them all. And some of the guest talent too. Brian Pone as Nanosec, I really don't know how to say his last name. Lance Henriksen as a very memorable Lockdown, and recently Weird Al, who did an amazing job as Wreck-Gar. I really hope Wreck-Gar comes back. He was amazing. Now, the story so far has been pretty great. I've always left wanting so much more. And I even gotta say, sometimes I even turn to my friend who watches it with me sometimes over here, and I say to her, this is like having Beast Wars back, but being old enough to actually being able to appreciate it, and I love it. And I know people keep saying that, but it's so true. This is definitely, it's not quite there, but it's really close to the level of Beast Wars was. And Beast Wars was just, it's like my Bible. I know I'm such a nerd for saying that, but it really was. It's a good series with good characters, and I feel so bad for people who refuse to watch it because of the animation. They're really missing out here. It's just a really good show. The only real issue I have with the show so far is all of these one-shot characters. In some cases it makes sense, like RC, she wasn't really part of the show, she was a flashback. But it's been at least 1 million episodes since Soundwave, and we know he's alive. Like, he's gonna show up one day, I know it. I'm really curious to see what happened because I loved him. He was such a good character. Lockdown is coming back soon. I'm hoping Wreck-Gar does. I would love to see RC again, and the Dinobots have to appear more often. I really can't wait for tomorrow's episode. I love being Canadian right now. So I'm going to end it here before I start repeating myself. Transformers Animated, really good show. People should watch it. Thrill of the Hunt, garbage in, garbage out. Megatron Rising Part 1, Part 2. Amazing. Just watch the show. It's really good. Do it. If you don't, you're a loser and I hate you. Go away.